Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Grace Collingwood. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of three awesome children. I am also a registered nurse and the CEO of Healthy Wealthy Mama. What I do is that I teach queens, I teach women holistic health through nutrition and training of the mind and body. So if you're just joining me today and you have no clue who I am, that is me. And please comment one for watching me live or comment two for replay. Thank you for joining me, and also comment where you're watching me from, what country you're watching me from. Are you watching me from South Africa, from Ghana, from Kenya, whatever country you're watching me from? Just let me know where you're watching me from. Okay. And also comment one for live and comment two for replay. All right. So today I'm going to talk about the 9 reasons why the belly fat must go. Even though sometimes we just laugh about it, we're like, yeah, my belly is just dropping on my lap. Well, I've got to put on these spandex, is that what it's called? Some people put 2 on, some people put 3, some put the ones that's got the hooks on, and then they put the whole pant on. There's one that sort of pushes your breast up and stuff. But there are reasons why that belly fat must go. You don't want it to stay on your body for too long. And 9 reasons. And these are just tiny reasons. A few of the many reasons why that belly fat must go. So first of all, I've got a free ebook. When you go to my website on Healthy Wealthy Mama, so I'm just typing that, healthywealthymama.com. You can download my free ebook on how to lose belly fat. Okay, so I'm just pinning that so that it's going to stay at one place and you will be able to see it. And so, yeah, you can go to my website, check out the ebook, and just subscribe to it. It is free. It's called How to Lose Belly Fat. All right. And so, belly fat. What is belly fat? It is referred to as fat around the abdomen. Any fat that's around the abdomen is called belly fat. And there are 2 types. One is very dangerous, and the other one the body needs, but it doesn't have to be in excess. The first one is the visceral fat, which is very dangerous. These fats surrounds, everything in the body is necessary, it's needed, but it's just the excess of it that makes it become dangerous. So the visceral fat is fat that surrounds the organs. Okay, the fat that surrounds your heart, your kidneys, so it's a protective mechanism. It protects all these organs. So that's the first place that the body stores fat. And that's the last place that the body will let go of the fat. That's why it's so hard to lose belly fat. Okay. The visceral fat, if you don't do what you have to do to lose that fat, then what I've seen is that it puts too much weight on the organs. I've seen an autopsy of somebody who was obese, and the fat that was surrounded around the heart, that is enough to put the heart under pressure from beating, because now it's the heart itself, it's hanging, but it's heavy because of the extra fat around it. The second type of fat is the subcutaneous fat. That's the fat that's usually under the skin. So that's why people who are skinny are usually always cold, because they don't have a lot of that fat. And that's also why people who are overweight or obese usually are warm, because they've got a lot of fat under the skin. So it protects them, it keeps them warm. So the reasons why people gain all these fat is that number one, poor diet. poor diet. So if you've never seen my videos, and this is the first time you're seeing my video, I talk about this a lot. I talk about this a lot. So what I do, like the introduction that I did, is that I teach women holistic health through nutrition and training of the mind and body. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that I also teach them how to earn an income. All right. So I've always, since I started doing Facebook Lives, educating people, whether I was when I was doing this on at a radio station, in universities, working with university students, whatever I've done has always been on healthy eating and physical activity. So poor diet increases the chances of you or of us getting overweight or increasing in the fat that we really don't want or need in our body. Another thing is that lack of exercise. We eat and we just sit, especially those who do jobs that consist of sitting a lot. People who sew clothes, or people who work in offices where they use a computer a lot. People who just sit to work. It is, you have to consciously get up from your seat and go walk for, let's say, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, brisk walking, not just leisurely walking around. No, walking briskly. So if you're, wherever you are, please comment what country you're watching me from. I love to read these comments and look at what countries that people are watching me from. Comment what country you're watching me from. And if you're watching me live, comment 1. And if this is a replay, comment 2. So, yeah, lack of exercise. Another thing is stress, especially those of us who are immigrants. We have taken upon ourselves to look after everybody in the family back home. People are just sitting on their butt waiting for you to send them money to buy food to eat. They've got their 2 hands, they've got their brain that they can use to come up with ideas to look after themselves. They're not doing that. They're relying on you to bring money home for them to buy food to eat, for them to buy clothes to wear. And they feel entitled to it because we have encouraged it, because we have made them feel that it's okay, that we are rich because we are overseas. But we are actually stressed out. We are working 3, 4 jobs just because a cousin or a sister or a brother who is of age, who is 18 years plus and can look after themselves, we are encouraging them to just stay home because we'll bring money home. And we are stressed out. And for the most part, immigrants are married, they have children, they have their own future, they're going to school, they have all these stress, and they're still working 3 jobs and getting money to go back home and help people who can look after themselves. If it's your parent that you're sending money to, great. But at the end of the day, if it's a cousin, if it's this person, and if your parent is well-to-do and you're stressed out and you know that you're struggling getting money, I'm sure your parent will understand that you're not able to, at least for this time, to be able to bring them anything, and they're able to look after themselves. And when things get better, that you're going to help them. Stress increases the chances of belly fat. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why you do not want this belly fat to stay on for too long. You do not want it. I'm telling you, you do not want it. The consequences of having this belly fat, you do not want to have any relationship to do with belly fat. Okay, another thing is genetics. For somebody, genetically, that's how they are. They produce excess fat. And the first place that, like I said, the fat gets stored is around the organs. For some people, naturally, when they gain fat, it's around this area. For some people, when they gain fat, is around their hips. So people who usually have fat that is centered around here, they are usually they have a higher chance of getting diabetes more than people whose fat are stored around their hips. So genetically, depending on how your body is built, the belly fat can be more or less. All right. Also, poor sleep, poor sleep, poor sleep increases your fat stores. Or yeah, your fat increases. Too much alcohol, empty calories. Alcohol is empty. You drink just one glass, and the calories in just that one glass. If you finish and you're able to stand on your feet and exercise and burn those calories, fine. But for the most part, when you finish drinking that, you will not be in the state of mind to exercise and burn those calories. Smoking is another thing. So guys, if you're just watching me live, comment 1. If this is a replay, comment 2. And comment where you're watching me from. And thanks for joining me today. So, why is it dangerous? So, overweight and obesity are one of the leading causes of major diseases. Overweight and obesity itself, overweight is is just overweight. But if a doctor has ever told you that you're obese, that is a medical diagnosis. Like you've been diagnosed with maybe cancer or asthma. Obesity is a whole diagnosis itself. It is a name for a disease. So if you've been told you're obese, it's not because the doctor doesn't like you. I know a lady who was complaining that a doctor told her she's obese. And I'm looking at her, she's like 4 feet and she weighs over 200 pounds. If you're 4 feet, just guessing the BMI, you should be weighing about 120 pounds. And if you're more than 80 pounds overweight for your height, and a doctor is telling you that you're obese and you're upset about it, they didn't say overweight. And I explained to her and I said, look, there's a continuum. There's normal weight, there's overweight, there's obesity. So if the doctor didn't say that you fit in the overweight and the doctor is saying that you fit in obese, that is a diagnosis. That's a medical condition. When you go to the hospital and you're looking at a patient's chart, there are several past medical histories. And if the person is obese, it's one of them. They'll list cancer, asthma, high cholesterol, and high cholesterol is also a diagnosis. High cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, obese. And for the most part, obesity causes all these diseases. All right, so the 9 reasons why the belly fat must go. It increases the risk of heart diseases. The top 4 are like 4 heart diseases. So the first one is, the heart diseases that are like massive different, so many of them that is even unmentionable. Heart diseases. The second one is heart attacks. That's different from heart diseases. All right. Heart attack, it increases your chance of heart attacks. High blood pressure. High blood pressure. The number 1 thing about overweight or obesity. Stroke is number 4. Okay, so we've got heart diseases, we've got heart attacks, we've got high blood pressure, we've got stroke. Number 5 is diabetes, type 2 diabetes. This is the diabetes that you get after not eating healthy or not exercising. After a certain age, you realize that your blood sugar has really increased. Also, number 6 is asthma. 7 is breast cancer. Breast cancer from belly fat, from fat. And this breast cancer can metastasize. It can move around into your lungs, into your thyroid, into, your spinal cord. It's just the breast, but it can move to any part of the body. So let's be careful. Number 8 is colon cancer. Number 9, Alzheimer's, dementia. You may think it's just overweight. I just have belly fat and I can wear things to make it flat. But these are the diseases. So we have to be very, very careful. How to resolve this? I've got, if you look on here, I pinned my healthywealthymama.com. You can go there and I've got a free ebook, How to Lose Belly Fat. So you have to lose that belly fat. Go get that free ebook. And for some people, you will need coaching. That's why I've posted my calendar up here. Select the calendar, select a date and time, and for 30 minutes I'll talk to you, I'll explain things to you and understand where you're coming from and what is causing that belly fat to stay on. So make sure that you improve your nutrition, you increase activity, you reduce stress, and you need coaching. Let's talk. All right, love you all. Bye bye now.